Do you ever wonder what the difference is between the walking foot and the darning foot? The darning foot will hop up and down as you move your needle up and down. With the walking foot, the only thing that moves up and down are the feed dogs on the foot. You can see me moving the feed dogs on the foot. So you're going to use a darning foot when you want to do embroidery or be able to move back and forth freely, side to side or in circles. You're going to want to use the darning foot. If you want to make straight lines, you're going to want to use the walking foot. Now the walking foot goes on the same way the darning foot does. You have to loosen the screw on your machine. And you see the darning foot also has a pin that goes over the needle screw. So this goes on the same way. You just make sure that your lever is up above the screw that holds your needle onto the needle bar. Once you have it securely in place, you have to make sure your feed dogs are in the up position so that your feed dogs on the machine underneath the throat plate will move up above the throat plate. And then you just put your fabric in, and the feed dogs below and above move in unison, and they pull your fabric along without anything shifting. There's also this great little lever here, so that if you have a wide piece of fabric and you're trying to do consecutive lines that are exactly the same distance apart, you can adjust this lever as far out as you want. You can also turn it around to the other side and snap it into place. And then you can have it here and you can adjust it in or out so that you can follow a previous line and make the next line exactly the same distance apart as the last and do several in a row. So for example, if I make a line along the edge of my fabric and I don't want the next line to be just a width of the foot apart, maybe I want it to be a little bit further apart, I would follow the little bar I have here. And then I can make sure my bar is adjusted. And then the next line is going to be exactly the same distance apart because I haven't moved that bar. And then you have lines that are the same distance apart. It's great if you have a high pile fabric, like if you have fleece or if you have corduroy or velvet and you're making garments. You don't want your seams to slip at all. They'll be grabbed from the top and the bottom and get fed through at the same rate. When you're quilting, if you want straight lines while you're quilting, or if you want to follow a design that's somewhat straight that's already in your quilt, this is a great thing to use because then your quilt doesn't shift while you're quilting. So that's my tip for the day.